Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are decoding a really crucial software drop from Apple, straight from the latest Industry IQ updates to see exactly what's hitting your devices right now. When Apple pushes an update, it's literally never just an isolated event. It is this massive coordinated move across their whole ecosystem. And today, we're going to break down a highly specific companion update that honestly might be downloading to your hardware right at this very second. So let me ask you this. Are your AirPods actually up to date? Be honest. It's incredibly easy to obsessively manage your iPhone updates while totally ignoring your audio gear. But as we're going to see today, these two are fundamentally linked, and keeping your audio hardware in sync is absolutely vital for optimal performance. To really wrap our heads around what's happening, we first have to take a step back and look at the broader landscape of the iOS 26 ecosystem. Apple doesn't just release software randomly, they build this continuous runway of overlapping updates. And establishing that context is exactly what makes today's specific audio firmware drop make perfect sense. Now, what's super interesting here is how heavily Apple orchestrates these releases. Take flagship devices like the iPhone 17 Pro Max. It's running iOS 26.4.2 right now, but it's prepping for 26.5. This incredibly powerful hardware requires a completely seamless bridge between the current software and the upcoming release. And for that bridge to hold up, well, all the peripheral devices need to be speaking the exact same language. Right, so you could totally go track the overarching system features over at Apple's official OS page, and that's always fun. But today, we are purposely narrowing our focus. We aren't really looking at the phone itself right now, but rather a vital companion piece that is essential to the full iOS 26 experience. And that brings us directly to your daily audio experience. Specifically, we're focusing on the brand new public update for the AirPods Pro 3. Keep in mind, this isn't some buggy beta test. It's a full, official public rollout designed to elevate the actual hardware sitting in your ears today. It helps to think of these as twin tracks running side by side. Apple is moving the main operating system forward with iOS 26.5, but to ensure the AirPods Pro 3 can actually handle whatever heavy new processing demands that update brings, they deploy this companion audio firmware at the exact same time. It's a perfectly synced ecosystem play. Okay, so the absolutely crucial takeaway here is this specific alphanumeric VIP. 8B40. That is the exact firmware version rolling out to your AirPods Pro 3 right now. Basically, seeing the string of numbers and letters means your hardware has successfully made the jump and is fully prepped for the next phase of the iOS 26 cycle. Now, a quick aside, just to clear something up. While the source material from IndustryIQ occasionally references an older 8B10 version when discussing iOS 26.5, actually, scratch that. Make no mistake, 8B40 is the true star of today's rollout. Software tracking can get a little tricky with overlapping version numbers, but 8B40 is definitely the one you want. I know, bug fixes and improvements sounds incredibly routine, maybe even a little boring. But honestly, these are the unsung heroes of device stability. When you pair a flagship iPhone with the newest AirPods, you need an invisible, flawless connection. These underlying tweaks are exactly what guarantees your audio doesn't randomly drop and your battery life stays perfectly optimized. So if you're an early adopter who already secured your AirPods Pro 3, getting this sync to happen is a totally background process. First, your iPhone updates to 26.5. Then, you just keep your AirPods connected and charging nearby. That's it. It's a completely silent over-the-air handshake that requires zero manual installation from you. But because this update is completely invisible, you might want to double-check that it actually happened, right? You can head over to Apple's official firmware update page, the one ending in 106340, to verify the current versions. Then just check your Bluetooth settings to make sure your AirPods Pro 3 are proudly displaying that sweet 8B40 version. So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. With all the essential bug fixes out of the way and the foundation perfectly laid for iOS 26.5, the stage is totally set. The hardware is completely aligned. So, what groundbreaking capabilities is Apple quietly preparing to turn on next? Keep your gear updated and definitely stay curious.